Today on Xbox, GTA 6 is delayed.
Say Vice City, baby! Vice City!
And the Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
And a brand new set of drums for Fortnite Festival. What's up, Xbox gamers? Faceless Samurai here for a heavy news day. Today we have quite a lot to go through and some major news, as you can see right on my screen here on this cold here in Canada, November 6th, 2025. So I'm unfortunately the bearer of bad news here. Grand Theft Auto 6, GTA 6, the most awaited title in history, has been delayed. It's coming now on November 19th, 2026, so a little over a year from now. They're obviously sorry that they had to add extra time to polish the game, but that is necessary, and then to wait and be patient. And with that in mind, let's go with the rest of the news for today. So first off, Candy Crush Saga has reached music season. So from what I'm understanding, it's because I don't really play that game, to be honest with you. Interactive music making feature that turns each expedition into a creative jam session. Unlock 3 musical layers across different milestone levels, and after each special level, you add it to your track, and then you create like a custom cassettes or whatever stuff like that. So I'm guessing if you're into this game, maybe it's I don't know if it's like an awaited event on a yearly basis or whatever, but just know that it is happening now. We move then to free play days. So starting today up until this Sunday, if you're Game Pass Ultimate Premium or Essential member, you get to play Wild Bastards, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Crime Boss Rocky City, Trailmakers, or Big Helmet Heroes. We now move on to Chris Avallone on X, who's obviously writer of several big games here and has ties with Obsidian Entertainment. So from what he's heard, except for DLC plans for Outer Worlds 2, there will not be an Outer Worlds 3 game, so no sequel anymore, at least not for the time being. That is not planned. And they are apparently working on Avowed 2. So we didn't hear too much about how well the game did. We know it's probably still coming over to PlayStation 5 in the near future, and so this is first confirmation that we're gonna get a sequel to this wonderful RPG. Now, if like me you're a big fan of Fortnite Festival, and it could also be used obviously for Rock Band 3, CRKD is announcing that in 2026 they're gonna have a drum set. So guessing that now they have guitar, which would bass as well. Now we have the drum set coming, so maybe I don't think they have like a microphone here. Well, maybe a microphone is gonna be coming. I don't know, but let's see. It's mostly just guitars, right? So maybe microphone will be next, and then we have the full set just to be able to get all the band together, just like the old days. Now, as for the videos of the days for games releasing or brand new information, we have first of all here Arcade Archives, which is Namco's, let me lower the sound here, which is Namco's releases. Like we've had Ridge Racer in the past, I think as the first release, but here we have this tank game now available, I believe, starting today on November 6th. Then we move on to the Siberia Remastered Lunch Trader, the French classic. So if you haven't played this game already, now here's your chance once again to get your hands on this amazing title. It's a pretty big classic, as you can see. It's been released on first on PC back in the day, and I guess we're getting another I don't think it's the first time though. I remember seeing versions at some point, or maybe I'm remembering wrong, but anyway, now available on Xbox Series S and X. We then move on to Whiskerwood, so the city builder game where you're oppressed mice against your cat overlords, available on PC Game Pass. Then Cash Cleaner Simulator is probably available on everything, is my guess. Didn't see here, but I mean, we all know about the simulator franchise of or like yeah, the basically yeah, the franchise, I guess, the simulator franchise, like all those the weird simulation games. Well, now we have Cash Cleaner, so I guess the illegal activity of money laundering, here it is. So if you're into that, well, this is a release date trailer available February 12th, 2026 on Xbox. Death Howl gameplay showcase trailer from 11-bit Studios, and this looks like a pretty extended gameplay look at this style. It has pretty decent art style, let's be honest here. So if you're interested in Death Howl, head on over to the Xbox YouTube channel for more on this 10-minute showcase. We have here numbers from Famitsu. So obviously, being in Japan, we shouldn't be expecting much. At least if we look at last week, Xbox Series S and X are slightly, well, it's not slightly, quite a bit down actually. Series X here, if I added up, like over 800 units, now down to 180. Xbox Series S is down to 50 instead of 120. I don't know if there was something last week to make those sales much bigger, but it is what it is, and I think it's still a good generation for them overall in Japan, from what I understand. Well, maybe you're not back to maybe Xbox 360 days, I think, which were pretty strong, but it's still pretty decent. I think they're seeing a lot of growth in Japan, which is always good news. Square Enix announced their first half 6-month period ended September 30. Okay, so this is for first half revenues here. So we're seeing comparison. So my understanding, if you look at the numbers quickly, maybe I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but they're down 20-something% in terms of revenue, but profit is slightly up. So I'm guessing their operating margins are a bit better this year. Talking about lots of bigger titles coming the next few months, and there's more reiteration there of the Final Fantasy 7 sequels coming the end date, like pretty much everywhere. So this is pretty good news for us, meaning we won't have to wait very long after we get both Remake and Rebirth to get the final game in this trilogy. But we're hearing through Andy Robinson on the Video Game Chronicles that Square Enix is announcing more layoffs in the US and Europe, I think, in one of the studios here, 140 just in London itself. So maybe some restructuration here, maybe trying to get their profit margins up a bit higher. I know in other articles it was mentioned that Square Enix is looking at using AI for their Q&A, up to 70% of it. So yeah, definitely, if that's the case, working on spending less money and bringing those profits up, just like a little company here called Microsoft that's been talking about it quite a lot lately. It seems everyone else is now doing the same thing in the video game business. If you are a Prime member, know that this month, November, on November 13th, if you're not a Game Pass member or haven't bought it yet, you're gonna be able to claim Fallout 76 for free. It's redeemable on the Microsoft Game Store, which means you'll be able to play it with all your buddies there on the Xbox app on your PC. And now to finish on less Xbox related news, but still Xbox related nonetheless in my mind, because it's Resident Evil. So Zach Cregger's upcoming Resident Evil movie is being shot right now in Prague, and so we have a snowy Prague setup here. Pictures, let me get a little bit bigger for you guys here. So here with the car, yeah, some more, I guess, average shots, I guess, nothing too interesting if I'm being honest here, but it's just good to know that it's moving forward and that soon enough we'll have another Resident Evil movie, which is I'm not even sure where it's being set in the timeline, but it's always good to have more fans of the Resident Evil franchise being given brand new material to get their hands on, or in this case their eyes on, since it's just a movie. And with that, we've gone full circle as usual. We've covered all the news for today. Thank you for watching and staying with me all the way to the end if you have. And if you did, don't forget to click subscribe, like, share this video, talk about it with your friends. This is the place to be if you want to get all the news on Xbox. I'm a big Xbox fan, and I bring this stuff daily to you guys. So again, thanks for watching and have a very nice evening.